have a unique position, having served on a chiropractic examination board for over 10 years. And even on that board, I was on a committee that watched every single complaint that came in against a chiropractor for 10 years. And what I saw on that board was that chiropractors, in the beginning, it seemed to be more, if you want to call it sexual issues or boundary and ethical boundary issues seemed to be the primary cause that was going on. But right now, and I think it's because of the climate that we're dealing with, many chiropractors are starting to advertise or bring in new different services to their practices without even looking to see if it is actually within the scope of practice in their state. So right now I'm seeing advertising type issues being the primary thing coming in, usually advertising that they're superior to other chiropractors, which is generally against most board regulations. Or they're going out to some sort of seminar, finding a new product, new technique, and bring it into their practice and trying to use it as a way to generate money, but not looking to see if it's actually good for the patient or if it's within the scope of practice in that state.
What's becoming more frequent, we're seeing allegations of billing disputes, and a patient maybe has become unhappy with what they're being charged for their services, what the insurance will or will not pay, maybe a sense of some unfairness in the way the office has its billing procedures and billing practices. Sometimes there are allegations of fraud, and so the takeaway from that is that it's incredibly important on all those billing issues in your office to have clear policies and a clear understanding of what you need to do, whether it's on a cash basis that the patient is paying, or if you're submitting claim forms to an insurance company or to Medicare or to some third-party payer, that your policies and procedures are the most up-to-date, so that if they're ever at issue and your board is taking a look at those records, that everything is where you need it to be and that you're in compliance with all of those rules and regulations. With board complaints, regardless of what the complaint is that's submitted by the patient or by the third person to the board, part of the board's investigation is to review all chart documents and treatment notes and any documentation regarding that patient's care. And regardless of what the allegation is, whether it's a treatment issue or I was injured or I'm upset about how much I was charged, we're finding that the board is taking a very close look at the documentation procedures and policies for that provider, and in some cases being critical of that even when there's no valid basis for the original allegation brought by the patient.